Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Sam, and in today's video we are going to be doing kind of like a half and half, either old products that I haven't really reached for in a while, or new products that I haven't tested out yet. So it's like a partial first impressions, partial like reaching in the back of my makeup drawer kind of situation. I don't really know what I'm going to call this, but it's very fall, very glam. It's one of my first few attempts at a cut crease, and I'm kind of not mad at it. I like how it turned out. So if you want to see how I got this look, then please keep watching. Alright you guys, I'm going to start off by priming my face. I'm going to use the Honey Do Me Up primer from NYX. I got this to use in my NYX video that I filmed last week, I think. And I just ended up not using it. I had 3 or 4 different primers to try, so this one just wasn't what I used then. But I'm still super excited to see how it helps the makeup wear. It smells good. I don't know, like clean. I don't know how else to explain it. It's not like a overpowering scent or anything, but it definitely does smell refreshing. And then I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer in the shade Cream and just kind of pat this onto the eyelid. This actually doesn't have as much coverage as I anticipated it having. I don't really know why, honestly. I just had it built up that it would cover a little bit more in my mind. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not mad at it for not having coverage. I just am kind of surprised. And then I'm gonna take the Beauty Bakery Flour Powder and just lightly set that primer on my eyelid, just so nothing gets wonky whenever I start applying eyeshadow. And then I'm going to go in with the Believe Beauty palette in the shade Nearly Nude, and I'm going to pick up this like really light ivory color, and I'm just going to put this all over my eyelid, work it up into the crease, literally put it everywhere. I had been doing some laundry, you know, just kind of tidying up a little bit, and so I was watching Kelly Strack. I don't know if you guys saw it before the screen changed. There's not really another transition color in here. There's this really dark chocolatey brown, but all the rest of them are shimmer. So I'm just going to go in with my Marc Jacobs bronzer. I got makeup all over it. I really need to just sit down and clean all of my makeup and my makeup brushes and stuff. And I'm just going to put this in the crease and in the outer corner. And then I'm going to go in with a more flat brush with that same Marc Jacobs bronzer and just kind of build that up a little bit, since I don't have another like mid-tone brown to use. Just kind of intensify that brown before I go in with that deep chocolate. And then I'm going to go in with that dark chocolatey brown from the Believe Beauty palette and put this into the outer corner very lightly. This is a very intense brown. I'm just going to kind of flick it out into the outer V and then up into the crease. My dad and my son are home. If you guys hear any dogs barking or anything crazy going on. And now I'm just kind of laying the brush on its side and wiggling around to really like pack on that brown. Still flicking it out into the outer corner and then back up into the crease. Going in with more more of that Marc Jacobs bronzer and using that to blend it out. Now that most of the product is off of this little pencil brush, I'm very lightly just going to drag this brown right in here into the inner upper crease. And now I'm going to go in with the Kylie concealer in the shade Stone and use that to cut my crease, packing it on, and then I look up to kind of create where that cut crease needs to be, and then carefully stamp and follow that line all the way into the inner corner. And then I like to go in and kind of tap on the concealer so there's not too much concealer laying on there. I'm going to go back in with my fluffy brush, just with whatever's left on it, and kind of start to fade that line where the concealer meets the eyeshadow. And then I'm going to pick up the shimmery, like, orange color and pack that onto the concealer that I laid down. I'm picking this up dry. There's no product on it. There's definitely product on it. That's what's making it orange. There's no spray on it, setting spray or anything. That's definitely what I meant to say. Great job, Sam. And then when I get up to where I cut that crease, I'm going to be very, very careful. I also have a single shadow from Believe Beauty that I want to go in with. I just wanted to kind of lay this down first. And then I'm just going to flick this out a little into where that concealer stops. And now that I've got that first shimmer shade on, I'm going to go back in with that darker brown. I didn't want to make it too intense to start with, because I wasn't sure what the shimmer was going to look like. But now that I've got the shimmer in place, I'm just going to deepen up the outer corner a little bit. And just slowly start to flick that in to where that shimmery eyeshadow is. Chuggy boogie boy! Hi, baby! Sit down. And now I'm going to take the Believe Beauty Glimmer Pot Gel to Powder Eyeshadow in the shade Heads or Tails and just pat that where I placed the shimmer to begin with. There's the pizzazz I was looking for. Sit down. You want to wave at them? Wave. And now I'm going to do the other eye off camera and I will be right back. Alright, you guys, I'm back and looking extremely crazy. I did go on ahead and do my eyebrows off camera because I can't stray away from my NYX Lift and Snatch brow marker and the brow pencil. So those are not old or unused before. Now I'm going to go in with the Believe Beauty Radiantly Primed Face Primer. And I know I already went in with the Honeydew Me from NYX. But, I don't know, I wanted to give this a try too. And I usually use the NYX primer that has the radiance in it anyway. So, I'm kind of used to the little glow. It kind of smells like sunscreen. I don't really know why. I also don't really know that that did anything at all, literally. I see nothing. So I guess that was a waste of time. Now I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer in the shade Fair 10C. And put this right under my eyes. I like to go in with just a little bit of concealer under my eyes before I do foundation. And then I do like a regular layer afterwards. That way I feel like it helps hide dark circles better. I'm going to take this Believe Beauty sponge. I have used this one time before, and honestly I'm not the biggest fan of it. It's just so bulky, and like there's not a good angle, I feel like, to get in all the little nooks and crannies. But for the sake of the video, I wanted to give it another shot. Alright, so there's just a little bit of brightness under my eyes. I don't have a foundation that's incredibly new or anything, but I haven't used this in a while. This is the Hello Happy foundation in the shade 1. And so I'm just going to use this. I did used to use this pretty frequently, actually. And like I said, I just haven't used it in a while. So I did also forget to mention, I went in with the Believe Beauty eyeliner in the shade Enchanted, and I kind of smudged that along my lash line. I kind of wanted to give it like a smoky, grungy kind of vibe. To drag it down my neck. And just kind of buff and blend this and drag it down. I, of course, mistakenly thought that I would get a video in today in my regular setup, you know, at my window in my bedroom, and Ethan decided that that was not the case. So here we are. Back in the car, back at Corbin's school, waiting for him to get out. There's nothing wrong with that. I just was kind of excited to just sit on my bed and glam and have a nice little chill moment. But that was not the vibe today, I guess. Now I'm going to pick up the Fenty Cheeks Out Cream Bronzer in the shade Butter Biscuit, and I'm going to use this to bronze up my face a little bit. I haven't used this in a hot minute. I used to use this religiously, and I quit probably when the e.l.f. putty bronzers came out. Actually, probably a little bit before then. I just kind of drifted away from it a little bit. I started using the Kylie, that's what it was. I started using the Kylie concealers in the shade Himalaya and Cedar mixed together. And I just really liked that. Not that I don't like this, I mean I love this, but I just kind of switched it up a little bit and I never really went back. Placed and blended out a little bit, I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. brush, the Complexion Duo brush, and really buff this out. This has been the brush that I've been loving for cream contour. It just so effortlessly diffuses it. It makes it really just sink in and look like skin, but gives it the definition. just like I always do. I forgot how creamy this was. Concealer and place this right under my eyes, and then also put it in the high points of my face. So it definitely did brighten a little bit, but it has like zero coverage. So I'm gonna go in with my Kylie concealer in the shade Stone and just add a little bit of coverage right here under my eyes. Yeah, I think that's the only place that I really need the extra coverage. And then I'm gonna go in with this little sponge, this little Koki sponge, and blend it out because I just really need that precision, and that Believe Beauty sponge just isn't giving it to me like I wanted it. Bear With Me Luminous Cheek Serum in the shade Peach Bronze. This is not a first impression or an old product, but I just love this like bronzy tone, especially since I'm going with such a like fall kind of eye look. I just couldn't see you doing like a bright pink. So I still would like to have a wearable look out of this. Now I'm going to blend out any creasing that may have formed, and I'm going to take the Hello Happy Powder Foundation in the shade 1 and use that to set my under eyes. This is something else that I used to use religiously, and I haven't reached for it. I've just been trying so many new powders, like from NYX and e.l.f., and I do love those, but I love this as well, and I just haven't used it. I'm hoping that using all of these will inspire me to reach back for things that I haven't used in quite some time. And now I'm going to pick up that same powder foundation on just a big fluffy brush and lightly set the whole rest of my face and also my neck. And now I'm going to go in with the Marc Jacobs Tantastic Bronzer and use this to lightly contour my face. Lord knows I used to use this every day, even if I wasn't doing makeup. I'd just throw this in my crease, contour my nose, you know, whatever. This is like, which I still adore this. It's hard for me to not pick this up and use this every day, even just put it in my eyeshadow when no one could notice that it was there, just to like, I love the look of it being there. I don't know, it just does something. It's the perfect shade for me. But I've been using the e.l.f. bronzer a lot lately, and I really do love that, and I enjoy it. It's a much, much cheaper price point. And I heard somewhere actually that Marc Jacobs is no longer a thing, I think. I don't remember where I heard that. That could be incorrect, but I was super sad to hear that, and I didn't know what I was going to do. And then I found that e.l.f. stuff, so I've been trying to adjust to not using my Marc Jacobs, just because if it's not going to be around, what am I going to do when this runs out, you know? But it hasn't run out yet. I still have a whole bunch of it left to use, and I should use it while I've got it. Now I'm going to buff that out really quick, just with my big fluffy brush, and then I'm going to go in with the Film Star Bronze and Glow highlight and contour palette from Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm going to use that bronzer to actually bronze my face. I used to not want to use anything that had any shimmer in it, like at all, and now if you guys have seen any of my other videos, you know that I use the Rimmel bronzer religiously, and it is definitely shimmery, but it's not like overly shimmery, so I figured I would give this another shot now that I have embraced the shimmer, because this is a gorgeous formula. I also like to just kind of run it down the center of my face. It helps to blend out the nose contour and just adds a slight bit of color. I do that with any bronzer that I'm using. Now while I'm here, I'm actually also going to use this highlighter. Just pop this on the high points of my cheeks, my forehead, my nose, my cupid's bow. You know, all of the normal highlighting areas. Now I'm going to go back in with a little bit of that flower powder from Beauty Bakery and just kind of clean up everywhere where my bronzer is. Just a little tiny little bit under the cheeks. I'm also going to use this to clean up right here around my nose contour. And just let that sit and hang out for a little while. So I've got the Kylie blush and the e.l.f. blush. I definitely feel like the e.l.f. blush is the way to go. Yeah, I can't use the pink today. My highlighter is shot. I don't know what it is. This is the second one of these that I've had that broke. The white peach one. I've got a watermelon one and it's been thrown around. My son's picked it up. He's ate it. He's done all kinds of stuff to it. And it's still going strong. So I don't know what about the white peach formula, if it's like, I don't know, formulated differently, if it's pressed lighter. But this is the second white peach highlighter that I've had that's shattered. I love it and I will continue to buy it, but something's up with that. I'm going to just take this little brush and buff out where I put that baking powder. And this is something else that I've been doing lately, just taking a big fluffy brush with nothing on it and just kind of running it everywhere, making sure that everything's kind of blended together nice. There's no harsh edges. Take it up on the forehead, bring it down the neck. I'm going to go in with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I've been obsessed with the e.l.f. I've got it right here actually, the e.l.f. Hydrating Coconut Mist. This is like my everything. It gives me life. And it's almost empty actually. So I need to go get some more of that So what better time to try to use something that I haven't used in forever. I've also got this NYX matte finish Finny Matte. The matte finish Finny Matte setting spray. I'm gonna spray that onto my beauty sponge and just kind of press that in right here under my eyes because they're looking a little dry. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to use that powder. Maybe that's why I quit using it. I'm going to go back in with the Marc Jacobs bronzer and run this along my lower lash line, connecting it with that outer corner, just so there's like a base color down here. Now I'm going to go in with that dark chocolate brown from the Believe Beauty palette, and I'm going to stamp this about halfway in on the lower lash line, and then I'm going to pick up this kind of smudging brush with no additional product on it and use that to blend out that brown. While I'm thinking about it, I'm also going to take that like ivory bone kind of shade and I'm going to pop that just right here under my brow bone, just to kind of brighten everything back up right there. Now I'm going to pick up that pencil brush that I used for the chocolate brown with no additional product on it and just continue to buff that some more. I kind of want to drag it down a little bit, but I don't want to drag it down crazy far. And then making sure to connect that right here in the outer corner. Now I'm going to go back in with that brush that I used for the bronzer and just continue to buff that out. I'm going to go back in with the Believe Beauty eyeliner in Enchanted and run this along my lower waterline. And then I'm going to go back in with that chocolate brown with a tiny little brush and stamp this right, like kind of wiggle it into my lower lashes. I want it to be the very darkest right there at my lash line. Now I'm going to take an additional brush with nothing on it and just kind of diffuse down here because I feel like it looks a little messy. And now I'm going to curl my lashes and apply the Believe Beauty High Drama Fiber Mascara in the shade Brown. And I'm just going to use this on my upper and lower lash line. I feel like it coated my lashes really well. It held on to the curl. It's just spiky enough that it separated my lashes. It's not goopy. It doesn't make my eyes burn. We might have a new favorite on our hands. I would definitely be interested in picking this up in black to see how that looks. I don't know if you guys can see a difference on camera, but oh my gosh, I am super excited about this. And the wand is thin enough that I can use it for my lower lashes, so it's like an all-in-one. Don't have to carry around two different mascaras. This is amazing. And it's at the dollar store. I want to say this was $5. And when I went to my dollar store here in my little podunk town the other day, they had a buy one get one half off on Believe Beauty. So I might have to go pick this up in black and maybe pick up a few more Believe Beauty things. I mean, I've used Believe Beauty for quite some time. I remember when I first saw it in the dollar store, I was super excited because I am pretty continually balling on a budget. So to find something that, like, the most expensive thing is $5, I was stoked about. And for there to be bomb products as well, like, hello, that's amazing. Now I'm using my Milani Understatement lip liner in the shade Saucy Toffee. I did just use this the other day, but it's the richest brown lip liner that I have. And now I'm gonna go in with the Believe Beauty Satin Crush lipstick in the shade Fireberry. And I'm gonna apply this all over my lips. I love this formula. I already knew I loved this formula. They have a lipstick, it's Moroccan Girl, Moroccan something, and it is one of my favorite lipsticks of all time ever. So I was excited to pick it up in a different shade. Now I'm gonna go in with the Believe Beauty Lustrous Shine Lip Gloss in the shade Juneberry and apply this just in the center. I picked up this lip gloss whenever I picked up the single eyeshadow because I thought it would pair nicely. It's got like coppery kind of reflex in it. Alright, and this is the finished look. So I will zoom you guys out whenever I get home probably and put on a cute little fit that ties in better with this makeup look, and we will talk about the hits and misses from today's makeup look. Overall, I am pretty stoked with how it turned out. See you guys back at home. Alright, so this is the finished look, you guys. I kind of put on a shirt that was a little more on theme for the makeup look that I did. I fixed my hair, zhuzhed it up a little bit. So, rapid fire rundown. The Honey Do Me primer I really like. I wish I wouldn't have gone in with this Believe Beauty one. I don't really feel like this did anything, but the Honey Do Me made my skin really tacky and felt like it was gonna make my makeup adhere really well. The Putty Eye Primer, I don't really feel like it did a whole lot. It wasn't great, it wasn't terrible. I don't know why I would use this over using concealer, but it was okay, I guess. The eyeshadow palette, I don't know if you can tell in the palette, but there's a bunch of like kick up. The brown kind of kicked everywhere into all of the other colors. But the colors perform well. I'm not mad about it. It blended nice. This Glimmer Pot Gel to Powder eyeshadow I wanted to really like, but I don't know if you can tell on camera very well. It like picked up like in the fold of my eyelid. I tried to put it on wet, I tried to put it on dry, I tried all of the ways that I can think of to make it work right, and it picked up the shadow underneath it and like made it gloopy kind of. I don't know. I love the color, I love the shimmery reflect of it, it's gorgeous, I just don't know about the formula. The eyeliner, it is super budge proof. It like, I had it swatched on my hand and I had to like scrub to get it off of my hand, literally. The foundation, I've got the dropsies today. The foundation, I've loved this for a long time, probably since it came out. The concealer, I like it for like a no makeup just to have like a bright under eye kind of vibe, but for coverage this didn't really do anything. The Kylie concealer is nothing new on this channel. If you've seen any of my videos aside from the last like month's worth of videos, probably you've seen me use this. You know I love it. Die Hard. The Fenty cream bronzer I will definitely be reaching for more. I don't know why I gravitated away from it and never went back to it. The other things that I've tried are awesome, but I love this bronzer. Definitely using that more. This NYX cream blush, also love, been using it for a while. The flower powder from Beauty Bakery, love this. I've kind of gotten away from loose powders mostly, but for what it is, I enjoy this. This powder, I really do love, the Hello Happy powder foundation, but under my eyes was kind of dry looking, so I don't know that I would use it in that way, but like for the rest of my face. Awesome. Brows, I know you didn't see me use these on camera, but this is like my staples. This is me, this is tried and true, might not ever change, love of my life. Okay. Both of the setting sprays, this one is awesome. It's the limited edition peach scent. I love the way it smells. It smells like the peach rings. They were my favorite when I was a kid. I don't really know if this one did a whole lot. I only used it, you know, to touch up under my eyes. I will have to play with this a little bit more. Love this one. The mascara, new Holy Grail, going to buy it in black, and I think they have it in blue. I'll buy it in that. Just amazing. 10 out of 10. If you take anything out of this video, get this mascara. It's the Hydroma Fiber Mascara from Believe Beauty. They sell it at the Dollar General. The lip combo, love all three of these. This is so, I will buy this in every color. The formula of this is amazing. Also from Believe Beauty, sold at the Dollar General. This lip gloss isn't goopy or gloppy or anything. The lip liner from Milani, awesome. All these great products. Marc Jacobs, once again, seen it 1,000 times on this channel, amazing. Have to carefully show this, the e.l.f. White Peach blush, amazing. Love the highlighter, wish it would stop breaking. The Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow, also awesome. Haven't used this in a really long time, but still love it. Bonus product, the Jaclyn Cosmetics Luminous Powder in the shade Brighten Up. I just used this and kind of swooshed it all over my face. I've been doing this with the e.l.f. Powder, and I absolutely love that, but this is my tried and true. I love Jaclyn. I love her products. I would love to get more of them. This is the only one that I have, but 10 out of 10, definitely recommend this. And I think that's everything, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. Comment down below any other video ideas that you have for me, and I will do my very best to get them filmed for you. And until next time, bye guys.